Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making crepes. I'm going to be using flour, eggs, melted butter, water and some sugar. I'll start by whisking my eggs and pouring them into a bowl. Next, I'm going to add my melted butter. In place of milk, I'm going to use water, but you could also use milk, nothing wrong with that. Just going to start by mixing my liquid ingredients. Once that is done, I'll add in my sugar and mix to make sure that the sugar is dissolved and evenly distributed. And then I'm going to add in my flour a little at a time until I get the consistency I need. For the crepe, you do not need a batter that is very thick. Just keep it smooth and very runny. That is the difference between pancakes and crepes, apart from the fact that crepes do not have any raising agent. So for crepes, the batter has to be very runny. So it's very important to make sure that it's really smooth, no lumps in it. Keep the bubbles to a minimum or inexistent. Once it is as smooth as I want it to be, I'll transfer it to a jug to make it easier to work with in terms of pouring into the pan. And then I'll keep my heat on minimum. Then I'll be pouring in a little at a time. Don't fill up the pan, just leave some space around your batter, and then you're going to swirl it until it occupies a larger space and spreads more evenly. I do not spread it manually with a spoon because that's going to make the top surface uneven and it's going to affect how it gets cooked. So I just turn the pan around until it's well distributed, and then I wait for the first side to cook. I flip it, cook the second side, and pretty much just repeat the process until all the batter is done. In between the crepes, you can lightly brush your pan with some butter if you find it necessary, but it isn't always necessary because remember you already added butter in your ingredients, so they're not very likely to stick to your pan unless you're using too much heat. Once the first side is cooked, just turn it over and give the second side a chance to cook as well. Once all your batter is done, there are many different ways you can serve your crepes. For me, I prefer to roll it. It looks more presentable that way. Just fold it a little bit and then roll it so that the edge is neat and even. Once that is done, I like to drizzle some melted chocolate on it. It gives it a very distinct flavor. Plus, I love chocolate. And it also makes it look very delicious, which it actually is. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, subscribe so that you can be alerted whenever I upload a new recipe. Bye.